This is a short how-to video on the basic setup and configuration of a packet tracer module. We'll just start with something simple. Put a 1841 router up on what I call the canvas. Then we'll add a PC. Now we'll use this PC to configure the router like we normally would in the lab. First thing we need to do is connect the PC to the router via a console cable, which is the blue one right here after I selected the cable icon. So after we've selected the console cable, we'll go up, click on the PC. We want to connect one end on the PC to the RS-232 console connection or serial connection. Select the router and select console. Now this is simulating the console connection which we have in the lab. We now click on the PC. This brings up a window which we'll select the desktop tab, and here you can see we have a lot of selections, but we want this one right here, the terminal emulation software. Has all the default settings. We really don't need to change any of this. This is exactly how we would set it in the lab if we needed to. Click OK. We don't want to do the configuration dialog, so we'll say no. Enter once again. Privilege exec mode. And as you can see, we are now in the router, showing us all our different interfaces. I'll reduce this for the time being. What I want to do now is I want to connect the router to the PC so we can bring up one of the interfaces on the router. For this, we need a crossover cable to connect a router to a PC. So I selected the crossover. I'm going to connect it to the fast Ethernet 00 on the router. Select the PC, connect it to the fast Ethernet. Okay. Bring back up the terminal emulation. Global configuration mode, and then interface FA0/0, IP address 192.168.0.1 with a Class C subnet mask. And then we want to follow that up with a no shutdown command. Okay. So now we want to configure the PC. We need to close the terminal emulation software for a moment. We'll do this the fast and easy way. Click on the IP configuration. We'll give the workstation an IP address of 192.168.0.2. Keep the default subnet mask. Our default gateway is the router interface. That should be it. Now we can test our setting and our connection by just clicking over here on the command prompt of the PC, and from the PC we will just ping the router interface. And it looks like our ping is good, so we have a good connection. Okay. Now we can look at what it looks like. Now we see we had red lights before, red indicators on their devices, and now we have green ones. This is kind of a good sign that our connection is good. And there you have a basic setup and basic configuration in Packet Tracer.